Hello my spooky scoobs, it's History here, and I'm here today to get into the Halloween spirit with you guys by telling you all some spooky stories to help us usher in Halloween, when some say the veil between our world and the spirit world is the thinnest. Now this video is intended for entertainment purposes only, and is not meant to anger or disrespect the spirits I have encountered or that reside in my house. I do not have any reason to believe that the spirits I will tell you about are harmful, and even so, they deserve to be treated with all the respect. If you are sensitive in regards to ghost stories, then continue this video with caution, as I'm going to be recounting some of my scariest encounters with the otherworldly, one of which will include video proof. Viewer discretion is advised. Now, I've had an interest in the paranormal from a very young age, but this first story I'm going to tell you only happened 2 weeks ago. For some background, I've always believed my house to be haunted in one way or another. Some background on what was happening that day: my brother had his friend over. And if you have a younger brother who has friends over all the time, you will know that their main ambition in life is to annoy the fuck out of you. And this day was no different. It had just gotten dark outside and I was happily working on, funnily enough, one of the character designs for Ninja Kids Part 3. It's coming, guys, I promise! My brother's room is right next to mine, and him and his friend were pacing up and down the hallway outside of my bedroom that connects both the rooms, in what I perceived at the time as an attempt to piss me off. They eventually stopped and I went back to peacefully drawing with my headphones in, when suddenly, out of the corner of my eye, I catch something happening with the lights outside in the hallway. I turn away from my drawing tablet towards my bedroom door, to see the lights in the hallway violently flickering. On and off, on and off. And when I say violently flickering, I mean strobe lights kind of flickering. And through the music blasting through my headphones, I heard my brother and his friend nervously screaming. Now at this point I chalked it up to my brother and his friend trying to scare me, and I took off my headphones and went into the hallway to catch them in the act and tell them to stop being idiots and trying to scare me. When I went out into the hallway, no one was there. And best of all, the nervous screaming I'd heard from my brother and his friends wasn't because they were trying to act scared to scare me with the lights. It was because we had a complete power cut that I, until that point, was completely unaware of. The reason for this power cut was due to the electricity company having to cut electricity from all the houses in the area over safety concerns. So at the time of the power cut, there was absolutely no electricity to my home. So, answer me this. How did the hallway lights flicker if there was no electricity to power them? Strange. But stranger still, was even a week later, after the electricity had been restored, I was drying my hair when I noticed the light bulb in my lamp had gently started flickering. Much gentler and softer than the hallway lights, as if it were about to die. But the light bulb did not die, and is still working as I'm writing this. And as I pulled out my camera to record it, the gentle flickering stopped. I still have not been able to think up a logical explanation to this. The next anecdote I'm going to tell you is a short one, from when I was about 9 or 10. Another important detail to note is that there is one specific corner of my room that, from my own experiences, is the haunted corner. And, ironically enough, it is the corner where my desk is now, where I am writing the script for this video, and most likely drawing and editing the video as well. But at the time the story takes place, this corner of my room housed a chest of drawers. My bed was also on the opposite side of the room, so I had a perfect view of this corner when lying down. I had just gone to bed when one of the drawers opened, completely on its own, very suddenly. And being only 9 to 10, I went downstairs screaming to my parents. When they came upstairs and tried to calm me down, they told me it was probably my imagination, or the drawer was already open and I had just imagined it opening on its own. But I swear to this day, it still was opened on its own. Another experience I had with the Haunted Corner was about a year and a half ago. It was late-ish at night, and I was up filming TikToks in cosplay because that's just what I did back then. And yes, I mainly filmed the TikToks in the haunted corner of my room, on my mirror, as it was the right height and I could easily place my phone there. I filmed a lot of TikToks that night and thought nothing more of it, and got out of cosplay and went to sleep. But as I was scrolling through the drafts from that night a couple days later, I spotted something. Did you spot it? What I believe to be an orb floats past the camera. I showed the video to a few of my friends and they argued it could have been a piece of dust, which was a fair argument. However, you see in the video that the orb moves very specifically bypassing the camera, and if it were dust, there would be multiple. This orb is the only one. As you can probably guess, my room is what I believe to be the most haunted part of the house, as I have had many encounters there, such as books suddenly falling off the shelves unprompted, clothes falling out of my wardrobe, and seeing shadow figures for split seconds in the haunted corner. Another night I walked into my darkened room to see a giant white figure standing by my bed, but that could have been a trick of the light. And as I was writing the introduction for this video, I heard tapping noises coming from my brother's bedroom. I was completely home alone. But that's enough stories for one day. I won't want to give you all nightmares. Remember to subscribe and like the video, and don't be afraid to leave your ghost stories in the comments. I would love to read them. Happy Halloween, my spooky scoobs. Stay safe, and watch out for what lurks in the shadows. It might just be watching you.